You have a look at these.
Yeah.
Before you do them, just have a look at them and tell me what's the same and what's different.
Each time you're adding something, well, you're always missing something. So with C, you're missing the 6, but it's in a different order. And with D, you're missing 3. And B, you're missing 5 and 3. And with A, you're missing all of the decimals.
Okay, thank you. What's the same?
The same is that the beginning ones all are the same, so you're always going for the same answer at the same time. And the beginning of the question, the integers, are always 12.
Mm-hmm.
Good, thank you. Do you want to have a go at one of these?
A would be 12 as 0.653, 12.653.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Happy with that as an answer? Yeah.
B.
Before you do B, is your answer, here, your missing box answer, going to be greater or smaller?
Less. Smaller, less.
Why?
Less.
Because you have to add them up to get a bigger number, so the numbers you're adding up are going to be lower than the whole. Wait, no, it doesn't work like that for decimals. Isn't it going to be smaller anyway?
Go on, John.
Because in the first one we've got the 10th column, which we know will always be bigger than the 100th column and stuff. So in the B, we already have the 10th column, so we need to add the 100th and the 1,000 columns.
0.053, because you've already got the 6.
You happy with that as an answer? Yeah. And did that fit what you were expecting? That the bit that you were adding on was smaller than it was for question A? What about question C? Is the bit that you're adding on for C going to be bigger or smaller than the bit that you had to add on for B?
Bigger, because you're missing one of the 10th, and then you've got 500, so you need to add on.
Okay.
I think it'll be 0.15, because the 5 needs to turn into a 6, and the needs to go into a 5, so it'd be 0.15.
Okay. And lastly, looking at D, is that going to be greater or less than what you had to add on for C?
It's going to be less than, because you need to add 0.09 onto, because if you did 0.1, you wouldn't be able to get to 3 in the 100th column, because 4 is already over 3, so you're going to have to carry it over to start back at 0 to get back up to 3.
Okay.
So you have to have 0.013, because you need the 3 and also the 5, and it's a 4, so you need 5.
Which of these was the easiest to do and which of these was the trickiest to do?
This one.
Was which?
Easiest.
Why was that one the easiest?
Because, all you're doing is like looking at it, seeing what it's missing, and it's missing all the ones below, so it'd be all of them.
When you say below, all the ones below what?
All the decimals after 12, and it's missing all of them, so you need to just add those ones, and that's really it.
But then also that one would be easier, because for that one you're only adding on the end 2 decimals, or instead of A you're adding on 3 decimals, so you can more to worry about. But likewise for this one, you're only adding on 0.505.
But which one do you think is more difficult?
Well, more difficult would be that one, because you had to add 13, and you're like missing a column, and you're 0.013, and you need to add 1 into the 10th column, but you're missing 0.3 off of the end as well, and it begins with a 6 and 4, and I got muddled up and I looked at the wrong column.